Time now to turn to meteorologist Hannah Skye over at the Storm Alert Center. And Hannah, okay, I know it's cool out there, but I love this. I went for an early morning walk and I was like, ooh, this feels good.
It feels fantastic outside. As much as I love summer, Latrice, I'm okay with these weather conditions here. And that's because it's a nice break compared to the weeks of the scorching heat, as well as all of that humidity. Let's take a look at the radar real quick. So we're not quite out of the woods in regards to rainfall. And of course, it is extremely cloudy outside. But what you can see is that we have a stationary front. Well, you can't see the stationary front, but what you can see is that you've got this rain, which is just kind of very stationary in nature and dumping a good amount of rain over around Atlanta. Now, fortunately, that's not worked its way over here. Our area over the last 3 days has seen anywhere between trace amounts of rain or barely anything across a good portion of the areas which are north and over to the west of Chattanooga, farther down to the south, specifically for some of our Georgia counties. Especially, I know we saw a lot of those viewer photos coming in from Whitfield County. 5 inches of rain in Dalton, Georgia. There in Chattanooga County, though, over 3.1 inches of rain, and farther south towards Rome, outside of our viewing area, 7.1 inches of rainfall fell. And we'll zoom in a little bit, and you can see that really tight gradient margin where there was a huge amount of rain, which just was very stationary and sat in one place with those heavy rain bands. Areas that didn't get quite as much. So we just wanted to go ahead and show you really quickly the river levels, because, and let me go back really quickly, and we'll go ahead and take a look. Actually, it'll take me too many slides to go back, but there is an aerial flood watch for our Georgia counties such as Whitfield, Murray County, Chattanooga, Dade, Walker, Catoosa, some areas that saw some of that flooding over the weekend. And we're taking a look at just the river levels. Overall, looking good. We're seeing a lot of that green. There's one spot which is just towards Murray County there that has a yellow, meaning that river might be seeing a little bit of action, but overall not looking too concerning in regards to the flood threat. But with additional rainfall, we'll be keeping an eye on those river levels as we get more of that rain. Because the potential rainfall over the next 3 days is going to be anywhere, again, going to see another pretty tight gradient between areas that are going to see a good deal of rain and those that won't. So the higher end of the scale likely going to be another 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches of rainfall over the next 3 days, and then you add the next 5 days on top of it, and you just see those numbers begin to rise a little bit more. So here is a look at the future cast. So we're expecting some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms to continue rolling through the area this afternoon, and then heading into tomorrow, there is the chance for some more of those stronger thunderstorms, but this does seem to be shifting over a little to the east. So something to keep an eye on. And I want to show you really quickly, our next graphic is an excessive rainfall threat for today. Got that marginal risk, which just barely cuts into a few of our counties that were impacted over the weekend, and heading into tomorrow as well. We also have a very similar outlook. So again, that's a marginal 1 out of 5 risk. Heading into the next 7 days, you're going to see rain chances on the lower end here, of course, in Chattanooga, but that's because we're here in Chattanooga. Download the Local 3 weather app, put in your specific location. If you are east of I-75, you'll see those rain totals increase. Local 3 weather app, great tool to have.